Hello everyone, my name is Matt Scorpion and welcome back to another reset in Destiny 2. Now, when you log in today, you're going to get a bunch of menus. The first of all saying that there is bonus infamy right now, so that's one thing going on, as well as other things among legendary PsiOps being available, as well as Vow of the Disciple challenges. So that's going to be something I'm going to start covering across week by week. So, starting off with our world rotations, it is time to check with our old ritual playlists. And right now, the Nightfall is Saber 2 right now. So, that isn't a hard GM, honestly. It's not even a hard Nightfall. Granted, I just went into the Glassway the other day, and it was absurdly hard, considering I was at 1570, it's ranked at 1580, yet somehow it was still kicking my team's ass. But aside from that, the available weapon this week is, if Light GG is once again not screwing me over, it should be Plug 1. So, there you go. If you want to get your hands on that nice little fusion, it is available right now. It won't be Adept, of course, because it's not Grandmaster, but it is not, it's not yet there. Now, Master Mode, let's see. Overload Barrier, Togetherness, where regen is based on how far you are from your fire team. Equipment Lock, Match Game, Mob Champions, as well as Pole Arm. So, you deal more damage with melee attacks, but take more damage from foes that are far away. Okay, so it's kind of incentivizing bringing a glaive, believe it or not. As well as acute arc burn for bonus damage for glaives. Maybe hunters should bring their glaives. And as well, hot knife for shanks, just in general having solar shields. So if you're willing to take that on, you can get your hands on some sweet gear. But as well, like I said before, we have a bonus infamy for Gambit. It's double infamy rank. So if you have any reasons that you need to rank up Gambit, just getting a Reckless Endangerment, getting the ornament for it to clear out the seasonal challenge early, you can do that. But aside from that, Gambit is there. Now, speaking of Gambit, I will mention that there was a hotfix that went out today. I'll cover it, but in brief, a few things that were changed. Gambit has proper damage values, so things like Ariana's won't one-shot you regardless of how much health you have. Let's see, what's some other things? The crafting material capacity has been boosted. Invisibility got a nerf in PvP. Yeah, I'll cover that all in the patch note video. Now, as well, for Crucible, for our rotation, we have Clash for our rotation 6v6. So, if you feel like just killing Guardians, that's game mode to do it. Now, as well, moving forward for our raids, Vault of Glass. Legend mode, it is intellect-focused armor. And for our challenge, it is the Waitport challenge, which is the Conflux challenge. You basically have to wait for allow the sacrificial wyverns to progress until they get to the sacrifice totem and kill them there. If you do that, you will get Time Lost Vision of Confluence. Nice little handy scout rifle. Now, moving into the rest of the world, like I said, with the Throne World before, they updated Vow of the Disciple, so now has a weekly challenge. This week is Swift Destruction, which, thankfully, a Discord member, I actually know what this is. It's basically for the first encounter, whenever unstoppable abominations show up, everyone has to kill them at near the same time. It's kind of like the Strangers in Time challenge for VOG. If there's any unstoppable ogres, abominations, you have to make sure to kill them around the same time. Or, believe it or not, I think he also said you can just leave them alive if you want to risk leaving them alive the entire time. Now, in other words, they did adjust some things. Now, let's see, what was the next thing I did? Now, our weekly mission is The Last Chance. So this one is, let's see, to recover an artifact with the acquisition. Okay, this one is the one where you go to the apothecary wing to find the crystal shard as well. Now, at high issue, let's see, master mode, exploder units have more health, unstoppable barrier champions, mob, equipment unlock, match game, togetherness for regen near enemies, as well as arc and solar shields. So, you know what? I know it's Master, so its light is a bit high, but that seems like a limited amount of modifiers for this. But, you know, I don't know how actually hard it's going to be. Now, for Wellspring, right now, it is Golmog, Warden of the Spring, on attack, which means come to pass, which means the schedule, if I still getting it right, means that tomorrow, on Wednesday, it will be Tarnation for defense. On Thursday, it will be Fell Taradiddle on offense. And then on Friday, it will be defense with Father's Sins. Then Saturday, the rotation will pick up again, come to pass on attack. Then wait, did I say Sunday? I meant Saturday for the last one. Sunday will be Tarnation on defense once again. And then Monday, coming back around, would be Fell Taradiddle, which means next week we'll be starting with Father's Sins if you still need to track down these guns, or just want to farm red borders specifically of those weapons. Now, Moving into other details, checking with the helm, of course, for our weekly rotation of things here. It is Taken, Cabal, and Zydron, if you are still curious about grinding that or just are hitting it for old time's sake. Now, moving into seasonal stuff, like I said last season, it turns out that there was only 4 weeks of the story development, as the two things that reward insights have nothing to do with those. But our challenges this week that are slowing down a little bit: complete PsiOps Battlegrounds EDZ on Legendary difficulty. Like I said, that was released. So, you know, just do that. You get Challenger XP as well as Insight to upgrade. And Light Reclaimer, defeat Light Hoarders in the PsiOps Battleground EDZ specifically. So, that as well awards Insight. Now, another one, complete Vox Obscura. That's pretty easy, as you just pretty much need to, I believe, get the grenade launcher itself. Either that or also get the catalyst, which isn't too hard in the end, believe it or not. As well as acquire Reckless Endangerment. You know, play any of the playlist activities well enough, you'll get that eventually. And lastly, defeating Guardians, bonus progress granted for defeating them with Void abilities, as well as become the worst, defeat Hive and Scorn bosses in Strikes or Vanguard playlists. So, that's a little bit easier, as they added a new Hive Strike as well as a Scorn Strike, so it's a little bit easier to get that done if you so wish to just do Light Blade and Birthplace of the Vile over and over again. Now, like I said, with the season, it has wrapped up, which I do think the weekly right there is Battlegrounds Legend, which I think that might have a weekly arrangement. Let's see. It doesn't say... Wait, did it say no matchmaking? Oh, no, it does say cooperative, so I think that does mean there is matchmaking. As well as Fire Pit. When defeated, Acolytes spawn fire pools to cause damage over time. Hive, so barrier unstoppable. Equipment lock, match game, and all 3 elements to deal with. So, hard to see whether or not that's actually going to be hard, but of course it's tied to this, so, you know, that sort of thing. Now, I do believe that was everything. Now, like I said, they adjusted a few things. Oh, wait, I forgot. There's one thing I wanted to check, which is actually a handy check, because there is some good weapons at Banshee right now. Now, starting off, we have a pretty good roll on, spoiler alert, Feeding Frenzy Unrelenting with either Armor Piercers or High Cal. Now, I'm not a fan of sidearms myself, but, I mean, if you're a sidearm fan for PvE, I'd recommend everyone picks this up, because it is a pretty dang good perk combination, as well as ammo types. Now, Percy's D, Tunnel Vision, Vorpal, you know, that could be the Crucible roll, but it's 0 handling. 0 handling, I do say. Like, there's no boss. Full bore even kills it. So, you know, if you want. Annual Skate, a good PvE roll as well. Outlaw and Dragonfly, Appendage Mag for more rounds. Steady rounds for stability. Handling, always a masterwork you want to avoid generally. Then another one, Ogma PR6, Demolitionist, Dragonfly with Accurized or Appendage Mag, as well as Small Bore or Chambered Compensator, as well as Amalon Intrinsics. Man, that is actually a dang good roll. And since it can't be crafted, you still have to hunt rolls for that, so, you know, keep your eye out. Same with Typhon. Demolitionist Frenzy is a good setup. It doesn't have smite grenades though, so it could be better as well. You know, it has the usual Amalon trait for boosted reload. Then again, it is just the top half of the magazine, so yeah, know how that goes. And then the usual class swords. Light.gg says they're all good because they're so restricted on what they can actually have, but that's pretty much it. Now, let's see. I am not forgetting anything, am I? Yeah. So, yep, no, that is everything that you could possibly need for this week that I am remembering off the top of my head. At least I feel like that's everything incredibly important. Now, of course, I will be covering the hotfix, so more important details as well as other things that is going to be usable again is coming next. So with that, my name is Matt Scorpion. I will see you in the next video.
Stop being concerned, no chances keep on passing us by. We're looking up.